So, I was following a few conversations earlier, and a recurring theme today seemed to be choice about beliefs. And, I mean, sometimes I'll see non-believers insist that belief is a choice for philosophical reasons. That's a kind of a different subject, but not really. More often than not, I'll see believers insist that it's a choice to believe in God. You choose to believe in God, and then God reveals himself to you or grants you the Holy Spirit, whatever the case may be in your particular belief system. But first you have to choose to believe in God. My biggest problem with that is you can't choose what you believe. Now, just as a quick demonstration so that we can get that whole point out of the way, because there will be people who argue that point. If you are one of the people who believe that we can choose what we believe, then let me put it to you like this. I am actually the god Hiroshima, who existed before written language, before even spoken language, before paintings on cave walls. Knowledge of me was shared with a fearful glance to your compatriot when lightning struck. Knowledge of me was shared by gripping your mate tight when there was that unknown noise in the brush. Early on in our humankind's evolution. That's me. I eventually became kind of co-opted by a series of desert tribes, and some called me Yahweh, some called me Jehovah, some called me Elohim, whatever your particular preferred pronunciation is. I am that God. I'm still here. I never left. Now, if you can choose what you believe, then you can choose to believe that is true. I mean, there's no risk to you, because, after all, if you assert that you can believe whatever you choose to believe, then you can choose to believe that for 30 seconds just to prove it to yourself that you can do it and honestly believe it, and then switch back to whatever belief you're more comfortable with, which says a lot about beliefs right there. But if that's not the case, if you can't just choose to believe that story I told is true, then you've just kind of disproven the whole choose what you believe thing. That's not the way the human brain works. It's not the way we evaluate and accept our reality. It's not a conscious choice what we believe. Now, that being said, you can get information that will influence your understanding of whatever particular subject that can change your belief. But again, you're not choosing to change that belief. Your mind is just reacting to the information. And of course, a lot of it is appeal to a personal bias. Some people may be biased towards a religious idea, and the reasons for that can be numerous, the way you were brought up, so on and so forth. But a lot of people can be more biased towards a materialistic view, a reasoned, logical look at what we can actually test around us. And of course, the way you land on what you believe is tied up in that. But the notion that you can choose what you believe is simply not true. Like I said, go back, replay the story I told, and then tell yourself, I'm going to choose to believe that, and then actually do it. And you can present any rebuttal to that you want, you can say, sure, I could do that, but I'm not going to because I know this God is true. You can say all of that, but you know, when it's just you and yourself, dealing with yourself, you know that you could never choose to believe that. You simply couldn't. I don't blame you. I made that shit up. But if you can choose to believe it, even knowing that it's made up, you should be able to believe it. And that doesn't make any sense to me. That's all. Just commentary on some of the discussions I saw going on throughout the day. That's it. Bye.